Hi guys, Rob from Rob's Model Cars, and today you join me for another model review. Today under the microscope we've got the Looksmart Ferrari 288 GTO Evolutione. Now before we get too much into the details of the model, we'll start with the packaging like all model reviews. This Looksmart model comes in a beautiful red box, very similar to an MR box. You've got a little Ferrari logo up here. And you've got a label on the end, and this one is model number 81 of 149. So it has a lift-off lid like all MR models. We can get that one off. Most Looksmart models don't come with a plexiglass display case. They just have a cardboard sleeve inside. So if we carefully remove that, here we have the model. So we'll get this out on the turntable and we'll have a closer look at this Looksmart Ferrari. Okay, so here we have the Looksmart Ferrari 288 GTO Evolutione. Now, I'm the first to admit that this is not the most attractive looking Ferrari. Some people call it a bit of an ugly duckling, but it is the evolution in between the 288 GTO and the Ferrari F40. So if you have a little bit of a collection going with the history of Ferraris, it's definitely one to add to the collection. Now I've been very hesitant for well over a year on this model. I wasn't sure whether I was going to buy it. A, because I think it's not the prettiest Ferrari. It's quite awkward looking. But the other reason was there was something not quite right with it for me, and I think that was the wheel size. But we'll get into that in a bit more detail in a minute. So I have reviewed Looksmart models before, but we'll start with the base. All their standard models just come on this blue leatherette base. You've got your little name plaque on the front, GTO Evolutione by Looksmart Models. And yeah, that's pretty much standard. You can remove the bottom section of material and find the screw holes and remove it. And there are a few sellers that upgrade these bases also to different colours. Now, before I go too much further, a big thank you to Ari from Autobarn Models in the US. He kindly gave me a nice discount on this model. Some of you might know Ari from his eBay seller store called Autex. And he's also got his own website as well, AB or Autobarn Models. So I'll put a link in the description below to both of his stores, his eBay store and his website also. He's also on Facebook as well, so I'll put that link down the bottom as well. Ari's usually very good on price, better than everyone else for all of these high-end models. So if you're looking for something in particular, go and check out Autobarn Models. Okay, so let's get back to this model review. Now this version is the one with the sport wheels, so these lace mesh center lock wheels. There are a couple of other versions. There's a museum edition with a different wheel, and then there's a multi-spoke wheel as well. I chose this one because this one with the sport wheels actually has these big carbon canards on the front where the other versions don't. Now I found some pictures on the internet of this particular 288 GTO Evolutione, and the wheel size was definitely bigger. It was definitely filling the wheel arches bigger. Have a look at this picture. And so I thought I could actually change the wheels on this model to match that picture that I just showed you, just to make it look a little bit realistic, because I think the wheels are undersized on these models. That's my only downside with it. So I'm gonna change that, and when I do, I'll be sure to post a video and show you this model with the updated wheels. So let's have a look at this model. So obviously this was late 80s, I guess. Didn't have clear headlights. It had the old pop-up headlights. Detail is really quite good. You've got these driving fog lights in the front. Big carbon fibre front splitter. Not super glossy. It's just sort of a matte decal finish. That's okay. You've got a nice little tow hook here and a really fine little detail grille in the front there also. As I say, this version with the sport wheels has these big carbon canards at the front. You've got these tiny little hoop latches for the front. It's got a nice photo-etched windscreen wiper. Plastics for the windows and the side windows with the race windows, really quite good. The mirrors are authentic coming out of the window like that. And you do have the pre-F40 style clear engine cover, which gives you a good view of the engine detail. And you've got this ginormous big GT-esque type wing on there. Obviously this was the development car which predecessed the Ferrari F40, and you've also got this ducktail wing on the back also. It's quite a thin, delicate piece, and it's got some metal ends on there also. So you can see how they started developing the shape of the F40 from the 288 GTO. You can definitely see the evolution in the models. Now the rear taillights are okay. There's not a massive amount of depth to them, and then the whole back of this car is just slotted open to let the heat out, and obviously that's why the F40 ended up with a huge mesh panel in the back to let that heat out. Nice detail on the exhaust tips also. So yeah, overall the body looks very realistic and pretty accurate to the pictures that I've had a look at on the internet. So I'm pretty happy with that overall, the shape of the model. It's just the wheel size. So the wheels on this model look a little bit toyish to me, just with the chrome, the silver, just the fact that they're undersized. To me they just don't look right, but you know, someone may correct me, I may be wrong on that actual size. Maybe the picture I showed you had upgraded size wheels, but as I say, I'm going to upgrade that anyway. So as I showed you quickly, the motor, you've got your V8 twin turbo sitting in there. Detail is pretty good. You're not going to get all the fine little hoses and things like that, but it's replicated quite well. I'm pretty happy with that. I've got no complaints. And the rest is the interior. So you've got your red racing bucket seats with your Seatbelt harnesses. The dash is pretty much like the 288 or the F40. It's just a very plain black dashboard, single instrument pod, and your open gate race shifter as per the time. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the model for the price. So I think retail on these was around $249 US. I do like the fact that you can see all the engine and gearbox through all the rear openings of the car. So I think it's going to be good in the collection in between my 288 GTO and my F40 models, just so people can see the evolution of Ferrari supercar. So yeah, look, overall for the price point of this Looksmart model, I'm really quite happy with it. The paint is beautiful on it. I've got no complaints with the application of the paint. There's no flaws. It's super glossy. So yeah, really quite happy with it. So that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Looksmart 1/18 scale Ferrari GTO Evolutione. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. Don't forget to smash that like button and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. So until next time, thanks for watching Rob's Model Cars.